Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard. We're out here at Michelin Disc Golf Course to play around with the Expanse from Thought Space Athletics. If you haven't heard about this disc yet, this is actually a really interesting disc for multiple reasons. The main thing being that normally Thought Space Athletics uses MVP to make their discs, but this is the first disc they made with Discraft. So I think they're the first brand to ever have multiple discs made by different companies. Not only that, but I think this is a new plastic because the tag said that this was soft ESP, which I know they have ESP Flex, but this is nowhere near as soft as ESP Flex. I would put it right in between normal ESP and ESP Flex, but it's also pretty tacky, like it feels great, like such great plastic. But when it comes to the actual disc itself, it has very similar flight numbers to a trail, and if you look at them side by side, like, if I can hold my hand still, where'd that go? There we go. Like, these things look almost identical. The only thing I noticed between the two that's different is the Expanse has more of a dome to it, has more of a pop top, like you can kind of hear it. That has a pop top, whereas the trail just doesn't have anything. So if you want a chance to win the Expanse in a giveaway, stay tuned to the end of the video, but let's go ahead and get into it and see how they fly. All right guys, so for hole one, we've got a par 3, about 330-ish feet. You can see it straight ahead. It's a little uphill, so it plays probably closer to like 350. But for this hole, I'm gonna throw the trail first, just to get a warm-up shot in, then we'll throw the Expanse. I feel that higher would have been good. All right, let's see what the Expanse does. Oh yeah, nice. Still need to get that a little bit higher, but first reactions, it definitely felt like the Expanse didn't want to turn as much as that trail did, but we'll definitely be able to see the different stabilities once we get to the next few holes. All right guys, so for hole 2, got a par 3, 300 feet. Basket's on the other side of this dam, but all we gotta do is just throw a hyzer. I want this to flip up just a little bit and kind of carry forward, get past the dam, and then just fade off to the left. The main thing I don't want to do though is just go long, if anything. Got the little flip. I just needs to get down. It should be good. Maybe a little long. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so the Expanse actually came through and it was probably came right over the top of the basket. I thought it was gonna be a little long. The trail actually ended up where I thought the Expanse would be, because it's probably about the same distance as I am to the basket here. Ooh, get in there. All right guys, for hole 3, go to par 3. T-sign says 330, but this probably plays farther than hole 1. We can definitely get these up there to like edge of circle. I'm just gonna try and either go, yeah, just like maybe 5 feet left of the basket, give it height so that way if it does turn and get over the hill, it has enough height to come back near the end. The only real mistake you can make on this hole is end up behind this tree on the left, so hopefully we don't do that. I threw too low. Okay. Yeah, it's probably like 80 feet from the basket, something like that. There it is. Try a little forehand approach shot with the Expanse. See how it feels in the forehand. Oh, slipped out early. Oops. Whew, get in there. All right guys, we're on hole 4. This one's a par 3, 285 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. I think I could just throw it flat straight at the basket. Hopefully get it to turn just a little bit, but flex out near the end. Stay high. Ah, dang. If I'd have given that a little bit more height, it was on a perfect line. Whew. Wow, okay. The trail acted a little bit more overstable than I thought it would. Ah, dang. All right, guys, for hole 5, got a par 4, 423 feet. I probably could get into circle 2 with these things, but odds are we're going to end up with like a 80 to 100 foot approach shot. But all I really got to do is just throw them as straight as I can, and we'll end up with, like I said, that 80 to 100 foot approach shot. I want the Expanse first. There we go. I got the turn that time. Let's get through them. Okay. Yeah, that'll be really good. Oh, didn't get the trail to flip that much that time. Ah, dang. We'll do one more just for fun. It was higher, but still too far right. All right, guys, so for hole 6, got a par 3, 300 feet. You can see it straight ahead, just behind this tree in the middle of these 3 trees right in front of us. Typically, I've gone for like a wide hyzer, but I always end up going like 40, 50 feet long trying to go around that way. So I think this time I'm just gonna go straight up the middle, just straight at the basket, and just see what happens. I do need to get a little lucky because there are some low-hanging branches right there, but it's only 300 feet, so I shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. Just like that. Skipping the bucket. Oh, I hit the pole. Oh, 2 for 2. Didn't hit the pole that time. And I'm still 30 long. All right, guys, so for hole 7, got another par 3, 380 feet. You see the basket down here on the left, but pretty much the only way to get down there to have a putt is to throw like a wide hyzer that'll flip pretty late in the flight, kind of drift to the left and forward at the same time. It's a really difficult shot, a really difficult birdie, but I think that shot is possible with these discs. At least the trail I think is very possible with. It's just going to be extremely hard to do. Nope, flipped it to flat. It's not a bad spot to end up. You just rather end up off to the left so that way you're closer to the basket. But, all right, let's see. More hyzer. I'll get the trail to do this. That's better, but it's not high enough. That's still really good though. All right, well, now we get to try a little backhand skip shot with the Expanse. That's very fortunate that I skipped straight because I was about to go straight into that tree. All right, guys, so for hole 8, we got another par 3, 300 feet. You see the basket down here between these 2 trees. I'm tempted to try forehand, but I think what I'm gonna try is just throwing it flat down this left side and see if I can get him to bend to the right late, kind of hold that line and keep pushing forward. All I have to do is get past this limb right here, and then I'm basically home free. I know the trail will probably do that, but I'm curious to see if the Expanse will. I just gotta make sure that my release point is correct and get it either flat or on like a touch of anhyzer. Nope, that's right in the middle of that thing, I think. Oh, I got through it. Well, kind of. I did what I wanted to do at the very least, but let's see if the trail can get past it. Ah, dang it. Somewhere in between those 2 shots is the one I wanted. It's actually not that bad. Nice. All right, guys, so we made it to hole 9, final hole of the video. This one we're gonna change it up because the normal tee pad is like a blind hyzer into the green. It just seems like a bad way to finish out the round. So we're coming over here to where we have just a straight shot to the basket. It's behind the telephone pole on the left out of the three you can see in front of us. I don't remember how far those telephone poles are from the basket, but I'm just gonna throw at them and see if I get through them. Just got it a little too high. Oh, past the telephone poles though. I think that'll be in circle 2, maybe. Keep drifting. Oh, dang, I hit the wire. Okay, so it turns out those telephone poles are about 70 feet short of the basket, give or take, like 10 feet. Because I think I'm about 50-ish feet, maybe a little bit closer. But let's go ahead and finish out on a big putt. Nope. Alright guys, that finished up our round out here with the Expanse and the Trail. I gotta say, these two ended up being pretty similar. I would definitely say the Expanse is slightly more overstable, where you can get this disc to turn, but most of the time it's going to have the overstable finish. And with the Trail, you're just gonna expect like more of a neutral flight, where the only time this is really gonna fade out on you is when you make it fade out. The best way I could describe it is the Expanse on a full power shot flies like a softer or a slightly nose up shot from the Trail. So you might be able to get away with having both of these in the bag, but ultimately you'll probably end up having to choose one or the other, because I mean, if you have an Expanse in the bag for probably 3-4 rounds, it'll probably beat up to where it'll fly like a Trail. So I think it's just one of those situations where if you prefer the plastic, that's the one you should probably go with. Especially considering this soft ESP plastic is really, really nice. I would suggest this over the Trail because it has that similar feel to ESP, but just a touch softer and just a little bit grippier than regular ESP. So hopefully Discraft starts making their regular discs in this plastic, because this is really nice. So if you want to get your own Expanse, I got mine from Another Round Greenville. That's a great place to go check them out. But if you want to win this one, and I tell you what, I'll throw the Trail in there too, because I probably would just end up selling it to a used bin or something. I just need you to go down, like, subscribe, and tell me what disc in your bag most closely resembles either one of these two. And a week from today, I'll pick one of y'all out and send both of these discs to you. But if y'all have any other discs you want me to try out, please let me know down in the comments as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.